Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tune Quest. Today we've got another Wave to Earth tune, Love. I've been absolutely loving Wave to Earth ever since I discovered them literally last week when I did Seasons. And this is another beautiful chord progression, very similar to Seasons. Let's dive straight into it, starting with the chords. The first chord is an A major, okay? Let's just have the root note in the left hand to keep it simple. And in the right hand, we start with this A major triad, and let's pulse it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next chord is really easy. We just shift up the pinky in the right hand a half step to F, and again 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go to this D major in its second inversion in the right hand. Okay, so you've got your thumb still there on the A, D and F sharp there. Let's pulse it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we turn this into a D minor by lowering that top note to an F. Like that. So this is what we have. Really simple. And you can already start to play the tune just with these chords. Another thing that we can do is we can actually pulse this, but alternate between the top two notes and the bottom note of the right hand. And to beefing up, I don't know if that's a word, but you get the idea, to turn the left hand a little bit stronger, let's turn that into an octave. So this is what we have. See, I'm alternating those top two notes with the bottom note in the right hand. Same deal here on this D major and the D minor. There you go. So that's how you play the main chord progression of this piece. Now, let's take a look at the guitar riff that comes in at the start. Firstly, what we want to do is we want to turn the left hand into an arpeggio pattern, and we're going to use this root 5, octave 5, root 5, octave 5. And then when it turns into the A augmented chord, we're going to raise that E, that second finger there, upper half step, there. And then for the D, you could go down to the D down here and do the same pattern, root 5, octave 5, root 5, octave 5, and that would be the same for the D minor. Alternatively, you could come up here and play the D major triad like this: root 3rd, 5th, 3rd, root 3rd, 5th, 3rd, and then lower that 3rd to turn it into a minor chord, and then go back to the bottom. Okay, so that's the left hand pattern you want to do. And the right hand guitar riff looks and sounds like this. Okay, so we start on C sharp, and essentially we are actually just playing the A major scale starting on C sharp. Okay, if you don't know the A major scale, it's A. By the way, we're in the key of A, so that's why this works, and this is a reason why practicing scales isn't just some boring exercise. Actually, scales are where we come up with melodies. That's where we draw melodies from, and that's exactly the case here. So the A major scale is A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. So we start that on C sharp like this. And we just walk up to the C sharp up here. You see that? We're literally just going up a scale. And then the next one isn't quite the same scale, but it starts on F and goes up there like that, F, and then flicks here between this and B and C sharp, then walks down to F sharp. Okay, so let me do it slowly with the left hand. And then here on this D major chord, flick, B, A, and then here, this F, flick, B, A, back to the start. second time around it does this. D, C sharp, B, A. And then we're on the top. Okay, let's keep it rolling because there's a whole bunch of other stuff to cover. So the verse starts with the same progression. Okay, so we start on the A major chord and I'll cover the melody. So it goes like this. Okay, that's the first idea. C sharp, E, F, E, C sharp, B. In fact, let's do the melody up here so that we don't confuse it with the left hand, okay? Okay, then that A becomes A augmented, same melody. And then we go to the D major chord. Okay. Okay, so we're on a D major chord. The melody is F sharp, A, F sharp, E, F, F, G, E. So and then it goes down to a C sharp minor chord in the left hand. So you could just play the triad if you want. I'm arpeggiating these triads, as you can see. Root, third, fifth, third. And then it does this. Okay. So the chord then becomes F sharp augmented. So F sharp, A sharp, D, A sharp. The melody, E flat, D, C sharp. Okay. And then it goes down to, I told you there's a whole bunch of different movements here. B minor. B minor triad, the melody. A, B, E, B. And then we go to the D minor chord to finish. Okay, so that was a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, this is Wave to Earth. All of their progressions are like this. So let me go through it slowly because I feel like that was a little bit crazy to teach. So okay, so there we go. That's the first part of the verse. And then it changes again. This is what we have. Da, 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 da. Okay, so it changes to this interesting progression. So firstly, the left hand is on A, doing this root 5 octave 5 movement, and then we go down to a D. Okay, as for the right hand, starts on D before it comes in, and then play this here. This is a B minor triad with the minor 7th extension. So it's kind of like an A suspended type chord. It's a little bit vague what it is. The melody goes like, so I'm adding these extra notes here in the right hand as I play the melody with the top note, which is B, A, F sharp, A, F sharp, B, E. Da, da, and then we land on this A major triad when we go to that D. The melody goes E, F sharp, E, A, E. And then it does that kind of chromatic slide down thing from A, G sharp, G, F sharp. Melody. This time it goes B, C sharp. We land on this F sharp minor triad. A, E, then land on this. The left hand goes to a G, so root 5, octave 5 on G. Right hand, D, F sharp, and B. Then the left hand descends a half step to an F sharp. Right hand, A, and E and A. Left hand descends again one more time to an E. Right hand goes to E and G sharp. Again, I'm so sorry if this is like too much and yeah, it's a lot, okay? So let me play through that section slowly. Okay, so that is pretty much the verse. I think some songs are much better for sheet music. This might be one of them. The way I teach a lot of my tunes, I can teach song tutorials because most of the songs I cover are like much easier in terms of their form. Whereas this is a tune that, you know, already there's so much stuff going on. So then we go to we haven't even looked at the chorus yet. Let's dive into the chorus. It's like this. Okay, that's the first part of the chorus. Let's look at that first. We start on this A, root 5, octave 5 on A, and then again, what does it do? It becomes that A augmented. And this time, actually, it lowers down to an F minor, root 5, octave 5, root 5, octave 5, and then it goes to a B. Same pattern. Melody starts on A. And then we play this A major triad in its second inversion, where your thumb is on E. Melody is the top note always, okay? So C sharp, B, okay? A, and here the thumb moves from E to F. Melody is the same. Again, melody is the same. Now the thumb moves up to F sharp. Okay, so that's the first part, and then the second part goes like this. Okay, so where were we? Da, da, da. Melody goes C sharp to this D. Again, the left hand is following the same pattern. See, root 5, octave 5. Melody starts with that C sharp, and then we land on this D major triad in first inversion. Melody goes like that. And then it plays this chord here. In the right hand, that's an F major triad. Melody. Okay. F, E, A major, up to B major. Okay, A, B. The melody goes like that. A, B, C, B, A, D major, D minor. I'm so sorry. I feel like this is all over the place. Dislike the video if it's bad, please. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with it though. I didn't anticipate it being this hard to teach. Please, I do apologize. You're still here though, so thank you. Let me play through that whole chorus slowly, because that might be the most helpful thing, right? I don't know. Let me know. Okay. And then you come back with this. Okay, I'm gonna put it there. What are we at? 17 minutes. Oh man, I always try to keep my tutorials under at least 14 minutes. So I'm sorry. Oh my god. What am I doing? We made it to the end. If this was helpful, please let me know. Please give me some encouragement with these more trickier forms of tunes. But hey, that's it. Hopefully you got some value. And if you did, definitely like and join Keyboard Wizardry. That's it. Thank you so much. Bye.